you guys.
Yeah.
So Jason's ex, Amanda, reached out to me, and we talked on the phone yesterday for like 2 hours.
Damn.
And I like her. I'm going to try and help her get sobered up and everything because she struggles with addiction.
Yeah.
But she's super nice. She cares about Jason, and she feels that, he's being taken advantage of, almost like kind of pawned by Jessica. Jessica utilizes Jason as protection. I guess whenever Reese or her get upset with each other, she calls Jason over there to like protect her, or he stays there or whatever.
So
but I couldn't help.
They don't live together?
I don't know if he lives there permanently. I haven't figured that out yet. Like, I'm trying to figure it out. And I'll be honest with you guys, I would never be this invested, but I know that she got my channel taken down. I know she did. She literally posted that video to send me the message, ha, 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 I got your channel taken down. So now I will keep making channels until the day I die. Y'all will see me at 100 years old, and I will be in the casket giving Jessica Kent the bird.
Yeah.
Okay? So know that shit. I talked to this girl yesterday on the phone. She gave me permission to talk about it because I asked her, I said, do you care if I say what we talked about? So I couldn't help but notice that he had like a little black eye or something in that video. I thought maybe it was just a dark circle because he was very washed out. His skin was very pale. He had no like coloring to him. Yeah. His speech was very slurred. His hands were moving 90 to nothing. What I did was I took a video from when he first got out of prison, and I compared it to the video of him in the recent clip that we got on Reddit.
Yeah.
And it's night and day. He speaks clearly in the video from a year ago.
Yeah.
His hands aren't moving all over the place. You can tell he's a little uncomfortable in front of the camera a year ago. Yeah. But this time it was just like, wow. Right. And she kept clipping to those like B-roll clips because she couldn't keep the camera on him the whole time. It would have been a shit show if she had.
Right.
So I asked Amanda, what happened to his eye, dude? Why did he have a black eye? I can't. She said that he was in treatment and he left after 12 days and Jessica punched him in the face.
Really?
And he said, why do they keep putting me places where I can leave? Jason, do you want to go back to prison, dude? Like, wow, that's the mentality. Like, you have a chance to go to treatment to get sober, to get help.
Right.
And I believe that he has, I'm not a doctor or anything, but I believe that Jason has dual diagnosis situation where he needs mental health treatment and addiction treatment, like most of us do, And so from Amanda, she punched him in the face for leaving treatment.
Jessica did?
Yeah.
So I'm going to just go on the point you said where you said Jessica was kind of using him. That's kind of funny because I was just kind of like saying that about this Chris guy and Jason, and it seems like she just surrounds herself with these, for lack of a better word, losers that she can kind of just, she probably throws them a little money here and there, and she can kind of like manipulate them and shit, and they're kind of like her little minions and stuff like that. And it's actually kind of,
he needs deep psychological help, and he's 51, and so she looks at it as, I'm getting over on these guys. But what she doesn't understand is Jason's telling Amanda, oh, I'm just using Jessica, I'm just using her for the time being. I mean, he talks about her and she probably talks about him, and they are just in this like circle jerk of like addict behavior.
Yeah. That's fucked up.
You know what I mean? It's really kind of crazy to like be able to have an inside, know from an insider who has connection to somebody else. And I messaged Jason yesterday on Reddit. I said, you have my cell phone number, use it. And he texted me on my old cell phone, but he never, I was like, okay, call me whenever you are out of parole. Cause he was like doing a parole class and he never called me. Well, then I got a new phone cause I actually got a plan now. I used to have an old Go phone and I actually got a real AT&T plan now. So I have a contract. I'm like so excited because I have credit now. And so I changed my number. So I messaged him on Reddit and I said, here's my new cell phone number. You can call me anytime. I was like, I don't have beef with Jason at all. And honestly, you guys, it's not even about anything but Jessica's dishonesty to millions of people. And that's all I care about. I care about people being manipulated and people looking up to somebody who is a straight ass fraud.
Right.
Fraud. Okay.
Right.
And like we've been saying since the beginning, if she would get honest, so many people would support her, but that will never happen. She will never tell the truth.
Right.
She will go down in flames, claiming this, that, and the other. Somebody had put a message in the Reddit that showed that she had said she relapsed on alcohol again. I don't know how current that is, but like, I don't know if she ever stopped drinking because she's so obsessed with the idea of being able to drink.
Right.
And she kind of pointed that out to us in that one video when she was trying to apologize and stuff. She kept on saying, well, maybe one day I'll be able to drink like a normal person. And it's like, why are you so worried about that? Why isn't your main concern? Like, what I would be worried about is my 2 daughters who just lost their dad.
Right.
Because Reese, I don't think he's been around. What she's saying online is that he hasn't been coming around for 2 months. You know, probably because he's hurt and he needs to take some time to himself. I don't know. But why wouldn't you be worried about making sure that your daughter's lives are stable instead of bringing all these different men in and out of their lives to replace their dad? So now they got this Chris dude, Jason, like they just lost their dad that has been there with them their whole lives.
Right.
It's fucked up. But
well,
I gotta go to this work.
Jessica doesn't care about anyone but herself. That's very abundantly clear.
Anybody but herself. Look at me, y'all. I have 8 years sober in July. I would never bring a man who has crimes against children or women into my home around my son, and I would never bring an active addict into my home around my son. I work with drug addicts all day and all night who are in active addiction, and I do it the safe way to protect myself, my son, and my husband. Right. Because we're all trying to do the right thing here. This is my son's safe space. I don't care how reformed you are or how good of a person you are now. My child is my number one priority, no matter what. That's why you don't, like, every now and then Nate will pop on and say hi, but he's not in my videos. We don't make videos surrounding my son because this is his safe spot. Right. You know, a lot of people don't understand, like, my son has it hard enough that he has 2 parents that are drug addicts, you know, even though we're in recovery, like, he's going to have to learn on his own and hopefully not become addicted like we did one day, you know, and I worry about that all the time for him. And that's my main concern. And I just can't help but sit back and watch and see how, like, why would you want to have all these people around your kids? That my main concern would just be my 2 daughters, especially since they're little girls. I have a little boy. I have it easy, I feel like, but 2 little girls, you want to teach them that they are worthy, that they deserve the best, that they deserve respect. They want to have men around them that treat them with love and support and respect, that are not disrespecting them. Like, you want to surround your daughters with men who are winners. Yeah. You know, like, I don't know. That's all I got to say. I love you guys. I'll keep y'all updated on my channel whenever I decide to make another video, okay?
All right. Thanks for coming on.
Bye, y'all.
Later.